Hello, everyone. Very happy to be here today. Before starting, let's doing our classic check before kickoff. If you can hear us, drop a thumbs up or say hello in the chat. We are going to wait a few seconds, 1 minute, just uh, to get people joining the room. So yeah, we are ready and just waiting some people. Okay, people are coming. I think we can start. All right, let's go. I'm Alim. My only job today is to get as much value out of these two as possible because they've been through something most people only talk uh, in theory. So today we have two CEOs on stage, two different products, two completely opposite bets on how to build an AI first product. And they are going to be honest on what didn't work. So Charles, first one is for you. Uh, how do you explain what Toucan does to someone who has no idea what embedded analytics mean?
Hi. So, hi, I'm Charles. I'm Charles, a co-founder and CEO of Toucan.ai. So, what we do at Toucan, we developed a SaaS platform for product teams so that they can ship AI analytics and quickly embed them natively. This is the AI native embedded analytics platform that takes teams from data sets to self-service and conversational analytics.
Thank you. Valentin, same question. Harvestr in one sentence.
Hi everyone, so I'm Valentin, co-founder and CEO of Harvestr. Harvestr is a product intelligence platform that helps product teams decide what to build. So we help you leverage customer feedback, revenue data, company context to make sure that you work on the right features, that you prioritize the right features, and that you can then prepare the perfect specification to hand it off to an AI agent to actually build the feature for you.
Okay, great. So two different products, two different teams, but same challenge and two opposite decision to answer it. That's what we are going to unpack today. So here's the setup. Um, on one side, Charles decided to rebuild everything almost from scratch.
Yeah.
On the other, Valentin integrated AI into an existing product. Same starting problem, two opposite.
We lost you, Alim.
Ah,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, you're back. You're back. You're back.
Yep.
Okay, sorry. So yeah, here's the setup. Toucan rebuild everything almost from scratch, and Harvestr integrated AI into an existing product. So same starting problem, but two different, two opposite bets. That's correct.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
Okay. Great. So Charles, I'm going to start with you. Um, and I don't want the strategic version. I want like the moment, the actual moment where you thought, okay, we can't just layer AI on top. We have to start over. What was that?
Yeah, and I would say first before taking the technical decision, there was the moment we knew that we had to integrate AI or to offer AI as part of the core value proposition. So the trigger of that was when we've seen like clients nearly every day at one point asking always, "What's your AI roadmap? What will you do? What do you do with AI? How can I see AI in your product?" So this became something that we couldn't avoid anymore or postpone anymore. This had been on the roadmap for, I would say, at least 9-12 months, where we presented, oh, we will be building like AI features soon, it's coming soon, we are thinking about it. We build mockups, etc., and we were always postponing it because we thought we all had always something better to build, something better to fix before. And as clients were asking for it constantly, at some point we say, okay, we can't postpone it anymore. And then came the question on how to do it. What's the best setup to do it? Because what we've seen is that what we experienced is that new players were shipping very compelling AI native experiences, and even existing competitors were announcing very strong AI features. So we were thinking, okay, what's the best way, quickest way, and the most durable way to offer a true AI native value proposition? And while doing some technical deep dive, technical analysis, we quickly realized that trying to layer AI onto the existing stack will take not weeks, not months, but more like quarters. So that was the time that we didn't have anymore when we realized that we had to have something very, very quick and very soon. And so I would say the velocity for us was key, and the legacy architecture was really slowing us down very, very much, too much. So the question became, okay, how do we regain agility? And this is where the rebuilding path became the obvious path.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Very interesting. Maybe Valentin, same question, but your answer will be different. So yeah, for Harvestr, what was the moment or you decide to add some AI feature on your product?
Yeah, so first on what was the same, so we also at some point saw a lot of big push from the market and customers for adding AI features. But actually before that, and even before LLMs, we already had considered adding AI to our product, because a big part of our value proposition and one of the reasons our customers use us is being able to analyze all the customer feedback that they get. So customer feedback is text data. And before LLMs, there were already some machine learning algorithms that could help us analyze and categorize this text data. But the problem we had at the time is that it required a machine learning team, so really expert in the domains, scientists, so a lot of investment and resources that we didn't have. And actually, it was not that much of a problem for our target customers at the time. So that's why we didn't really decide to invest back then. Although we, at some point, almost also considered buying actually a small company and a small product that would help us do that. And then came LLMs, and so like everyone, we had our like ChatGPT moment where we were really like stunned by this new technology. And what ticked also for us is that we thought, okay, this is a new technology to analyze, to generate, to summarize text data. So it's really something that we can use in our product. And if we don't do it, it's for sure going to disrupt us and disrupt our own industry. So from the very beginning, we thought, let's do it now. It's a matter of survival for us. And it's very interesting because we had this problem that we had already identified in the past related to feedback categorization that we could not do. And now it becomes much cheaper and easier for us to do. So that's how it started. That's how we decided to start working on AI features. And because we had this specific use case or use cases that we had already identified and that were already part of our existing product, it didn't require us to really rebuild everything from scratch. So we knew that we could integrate the technology to improve the existing experience. And also at the time, at the beginning, when the first LLMs were available via API for businesses like ours, the technology was not that good, especially if you do B2B software and that you have B2B customers that you need to serve. So we didn't also want to fully commit. So the choice was, we have the technology, we can integrate it to solve specific problems within the existing experience. So let's do it. Let's integrate these features to our product instead of rebuilding from scratch.
Okay, so what I'm hearing, and tell me if I'm wrong, but it's that you had the same problem, but you read the situation differently. One of you, Charles, you saw like the legacy as a wall, and the other, Harvestr, saw it as a foundation. Is that fair?
Yeah, for me, it's a matter of context. So for me, our decision, they are not like one true and only one truth, I'd say. If you have like a strong foundation, like Valentin was describing, because it was natural, I would say, from what I understand, and more like an evolution of what the core value proposition of the product was doing. For us, it wasn't the same because we had a lot of things that were in place where AI would just replace and make things much more easier. That's why we had to, I would say, rewire the architecture, rewire the APIs, because if we wanted to be competitive and answer to the competitiveness of the market and the velocity and have the velocity that were expected. Um, yeah, we thought it would be much quicker to do it. So for me, it's very a matter of context, what you've done in the past, what you have today, where you want to be, and how and which also what's the roadmap after.
Okay, thank you. Now let's get into the hard stuff, because deciding to pivot is maybe the easy part, but the real question is, what did you have to kill to get there? Uh, Charles, this one is for you. What was painful to leave behind in the old
Yeah.
product?
That the reality is that even with like AI accelerated code, you can code in a few weeks what you've been building and stabilizing for years. uh, you get a feeling that you can do it, which is partially true, but it's the matter at the end of also complete completeness and stability of those features that matter for production systems, production applications. So we intentionally removed some, depending on your point of view, features that had been developed over the years for a very specific type of customers, because we wanted to get rid of the complexity. We wanted to start from something that's easier, first to build and to maintain, and to focus on the core value proposition. So, for example, what you see on the slide, we had like many data connectors. So in our world, the ability to connect to a wide range of data sources is might be key. We decided, okay, let's focus only on data warehouses and SQL databases. We had, I would say, sprinkle features like emailing notifications that were at some point key for usage and retention that we decided intentionally to drop, or features like the scheduler or export flows. But also, what's the good thing is that we could keep and repurpose what has been done from the previous product in the new one. For example, the query engine, the charts. So and really bake AI into these, I would say, pre-existing features and even that pre-existing code.
Okay, okay, thank you. Um, for you, Valentin, you keep what existed and integrated AI in stages. what was the sequencing? Where did you start and why?
So in our case, as I said before, we already had some specific use cases where we knew this is a big a blocker in the product, a big frustration that our customers have. So we try to map all these big problems. And on the other end, we also mapped the new capabilities that we could get out of LLMs and AI. And we tried to match the two and find where we could have actually the biggest impact for a reasonable cost. Because as Charles said, it's not implementing new features even at the age of AI is not free. So you really have to prioritize well and make the right bets. And also at a higher and strategic level, we thought about because this technology is here, what can actually, how can we be disrupted by this new technology? What if a customer builds this specific feature or capability and we don't have it? So that also helped us identify where we wanted to invest our time. And we came up with a few topics and projects like the ones that you see here on the screen, starting by the easiest. And also again, because at the time we didn't have the same capabilities that LLMs have today. And then we went progressively, also touching at more core parts of the experience, because when you integrate AI into an existing product and into an existing experience, and that your customers have habits in your product, you need to make sure that you're bringing them additional value without disrupting everything and impacting the experience negatively. So that this is also why we went progressively, and we started with feedback summaries, for example, then moved to AI categorization up to today, where now we've been working those past months on an agent within our product and also an MCP.
Okay. Okay, I think it's a good transition because for sure one question is burning for the audience. It's what did you tell your existing customer? How you manage to explain them, okay, we have a new product or we are going to add a new feature. How you manage and what did you tell to your existing customer? Maybe Valentin, you can take this one first.
Well, what's good with the with AI is that, as Charles said also before, like customers were really expecting to see AI within the product. So the demand was there. People also were ready to try things. They even if they knew that it would not work perfectly. So we had people who wanted to try these features. So the testing part, the validation part was quite okay because of that, thanks to that. And then the main question is how do you build the right experience once you've tested it with a few customers to make sure that it fits with all the rest of your customer base. So that's when we started making a lot of iterations in terms of like building prototypes and designs and really making sure that we are sure of the experience before actually deploying this to everyone. So it was really a lot of test and learn. And then there was the question also of the pricing.
Yeah. Yeah. So the pricing, the pivot change how you price the product, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe Charles, you can if you want to add something about how you what did you tell to your customer and maybe how you manage the pricing of the product with this pivot.
Yeah, so the pricing of the new product, like Valentin said, is different because it's mostly usage based on AI, and the tiers are different. And for existing customers, we are approaching it progressively. First, the primary goal is to tell our clients that yes, we have a value proposition that's, I would say, AI based, and that they can leverage AI within our product suites. And we are working on the complementarity and the bridges between the legacy product that we still maintain, because we are not sunsetting that version. It's just that we are investing much more in R&D on the AI product. And our goal was to deliver them first, this product, so that they can experiment with it and validate the value. And we, like I said, we are providing with them, we are working with them for like either migration or bridge to have those two products work very well together. And not every customer has the same problem that Toucan AI is solving today. For example, Toucan AI today has been mostly designed for embedded use cases, and we are working on extending the, let's say, value proposition, so that for even for clients that use Toucan as an internal BI platform can still benefit from our new product. So we see we present this as the spearhead of the future of Toucan. It's a new product, but we will be, I'd say, helping them move from where they are to a world where analytics is first and foremost AI based. AI based.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Valentin, do you want to add something about the pricing, maybe?
Yes, well, it had also a big impact on our pricing and the way we position ourselves. So we started by moving AI features from just plan-based to usage-based pricing progressively, because of the cost also that it's triggering for us, and also because of the value that we deliver to customers. And the experience on that is that we first started to add our AI features on the highest plans to really test the readiness to pay and see how much real value customers were getting out of it. And then progressively, while we were tracking usage and we were getting feedback from the market, we adapted and changed the pricing over time. But all in all, the main pricing, our main pricing structure is still a bit the same, because it relies on different plans, a price per seat with different features, but we introduced a usage-based pricing in all of that. And what we also did is we dropped some legacy feature gates, so some features that were only available in certain plans, but that were not AI based. And because customers were getting so much value out of AI features, it didn't make sense anymore to price those features. So we just removed those gates. We dropped our freemium plan also, which is a big change also. We had a freemium plan, and with AI and the value we're bringing and the cost behind it, it didn't make sense anymore to have this freemium plan. And the last thing I wanted to add is also to anticipate the impact it has on your billing infrastructure and tooling, because usage-based is not something that's always easy to implement and to track. So that's also something you need to consider when actually adding AI features and starting to price them, to price usage.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think it's like the pricing. It's always in an iteration. We can like change some feature on plan and like playing with some cursor to adapt the pricing and see how people react. So yeah, okay. Thank you for your insight. Let's move to the parts nobody maybe does in a webinar. Charles, what did Toucan get wrong in the pivot? Just one thing, but not something like we could have communicated better. Very one thing like that Toucan got wrong.
I would say one thing that we underestimated was how much organizational learning was required to build AI product, AI features properly. Building AI agents is not just about like prompting an LLM or being like having like good prompt engineers. You need to rethink the architecture, how you evaluate your not only your model but evaluate your workflows, how you orchestrate and your agents, how you provide the good feedback loops, how you work on reliability, determinism. Uh, all those, I would say, pillars, we underestimate the cost and the time that were required. It's very easy to build a first agent, but then shipping that agent into production with all those like things I've said, like evaluation, orchestration, feedback loops, etc., takes a lot of time. The ecosystem, even being mature, is not very well documented. It evolves constantly, and best practices are still emerging. So teams are still testing what works best, what's the recommended architecture, what's true one day might be not even true the day after. So you have to adapt very quickly. So there was a much bigger learning curve that we initially expected.
Yeah, yeah, David, our CTO, I think learned a lot of things during the Toucan AI pivot, and still learning, reading lot of threads, Reddit, documentation and stuff. Okay, thank you, Valentin. Same question. One thing you wouldn't do again?
Yeah, so I would focus on the evaluation part, so the feature evaluation parts, because in the beginning, we really wanted to ship as fast as possible. Again, we had this momentum and we thought we have to do it now and we have to do it quick. And so you tend to ship sometimes a bit too fast without having the proper evaluation system in place. And at the time, it was the beginning of like evals and the processes were not very mature even in other organizations. So we thought that we could just release AI features like we were releasing other features in the past, but actually it was wrong. And the fact that we didn't have, like we had for other features, the system in place to evaluate the quality of the output created big problems, some for our customers, because then if you don't have the right quality, you have a problem of like trust and transparency, and some users tend to just abandon your AI features. And also for the product team and the engineering team, when you don't know what's working and what's not working, you also don't know actually what you have to improve and what you want to work on next. So the mistake we also did was trying to find a dedicated tool to do it in the beginning. So there were a few tools at the time, but actually none of them were doing exactly what we needed to. And so what we did also quite quickly is actually building our own like tracking, like testing, sorry, interface to be able to test on real customer data, specific features, see the outputs, either manually or a bit at scale. And this helped us a lot for all the upcoming features.
Okay, okay. Yeah. It's like a world of exploration, discovery. So thank you. And what's the counterpoint? Um, the one decision you made early in the pivot that you make you will make again without hesitation. Maybe Charles, you
Yeah, I
can
would
take
say
this
the
question.
for us it's very contextual to our value proposition, but it was focusing on the conversational analytics as the entry point was definitely the right decision we've made. So this was the pre-existing product was built, I would say, the traditional way in the BI world, in the analytics world, where you start from data, charts, dashboard, etc. Here, the main entry point is the conversation. So even very and we had the confirmation that it was like a good decision because very early on, even before we had like metrics in place. We could feel the reaction from prospects during demo that it was what they were expecting. So people immediately understood this value proposition. So we had very great feedback, and the level of resonance was very strong, and it was a very strong signal for us.
Okay. Yeah. Great. Especially today when like maybe everybody use ChatGPT or Claude, so they know the value of of a conversation, and when it's like analytics, uh, I can see the wow moment where
Mm.
prospect saw like a chart and insight and self-service feature. Um, Perfect. For you, Valentin, same thing, the bet that paid off?
In our case, it was actually the decision to integrate AI into the existing features and experience, and not build something next to the existing product that didn't really exist yet. And the reason is because it was in an existing experience, and we were adding technology and better outputs, but from the pretty much same experience. We didn't really change the habits of our users, so they kept using the products, and they were just getting more value out of it on specific use cases. So you don't have all the change and onboarding, etc., that you could have if it's completely new features. And because of that, you can also compare usage for these features and these workflows before and after. And that's a way to measure actually the success of AI features in our case. So we could see usage grow, and then from qualitative also feedback, demos, etc. We managed to confirm that it was actually the right decision.
Okay. Yeah. So tracking the product and all the feature from the beginning. Okay. Thank you. Maybe we are getting close to the end, and I want to finish on something people can actually do this week. Charles, one thing to do first if you are starting an AI first pivot tomorrow, and what one thing you to absolutely avoid.
Yeah, so like I wrote on the slide, for me, the things to do first is to really define your value proposition against pure LLM, because the main feedback you may have from leads or customers is, yeah, but can I do that directly in Claude or in ChatGPT? So really defining where your moat is, where your edge is, and what can be done uniquely in your product is the most important thing for me, because you can build things very quickly, you can ship things very quickly, but the main thing you want is adoption. You want monetization at the end. You don't want to add too many features that are easy to build with AI. So yeah, the second thing is that what to avoid is to dilute your core value proposition by adding too many of those features. So really, I would say define what makes you unique and different, and don't dilute it.
Yeah, we don't want to be replaced, so it's like a balance between feature and not too much feature. So yeah, it's a hard exercise for you, Valentin.
Yeah, for me, and adding up on to what Charles said, one of the modes I think that you have is data, or might be your data, and whatever AI features you're building, it's super critical in the first place to get your data layer right, because with bad data you will get bad results even with the latest and the most powerful models. And actually, it requires time because usually for a specific feature, the data you will have in your database or anywhere else might not be formatted exactly in the right way, or you don't have the whole spectrum that you actually need for this specific feature or AI use case. So it's very important to get it right first. And once you have the right data, then you can test the models and make sure that you get the right outcome. But if the data is poorly structured in the beginning, the output will be poor as well.
Okay, and okay, perfect. And one thing to avoid.
Yeah, I can start. So for us, it was the like underestimating, sorry, the experience and the UX part. So when you ship a new AI feature, it's not just about adding AI to your products. It's really about thinking what's the overall experience and how can I make sure that my customers get value of it and they adopt it in their day-to-day. And that's also how you can actually differentiate from a ChatGPT or Claude, for example, is how you think the whole experience, not just for one AI feature, but the whole experience, the whole product experience. And that takes a lot of work, a lot of iterations, versus just choosing a model and running it on your data.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. Thank you, Charles. Thank you, Valentin. I hope you noticed that we didn't run a demo, we didn't run a pitch, except at the beginning for presentation, but it was a real conversation. The chat is open. If you have some questions, feel free. I will bring them up. I have a question for you. How did you handle the team internally, engineering, sales, CS, during this phase? Maybe Charles, you can start.
Yeah, so for me, it's like a new features for sales and customer success. It requires enablement. You need to work on the product marketing materials and do the enablement, build the battle cards, try to map the leads questions and so that we can provide the good answers for any question that may arise. And in terms of engineering, as it's a brand new, I would say, tech stack, we didn't want all the engineering team to move at once, and it took us like a few months to go from a small squad of 3-4 people to being able to enable the full R&D team.
Thank you. And you, Valentin, how you interact?
I share the same experience. One thing I would add is that in our case, and I think it's the case of many organizations, usually product and engineering teams are the early adopters of AI, whether it's AI in your day-to-day or also, of course, adding AI to your product. So identifying some champions within those teams and giving them the means to actually bring this to the rest of the company is also was also a win for us.
Okay, thank you very much. For those who want to go further, the replay will be available within 24 hours. And if you want to talk directly to Charles or Valentin, their LinkedIn links are in the chat. So yeah, feel free to reach them out. And yeah, if you have any question about Toucan, Harvestr, feel free. Thank you very much, and see you for the next webinar.
Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.